Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sketch Club. I am Jason. This is Cindy, and behind me is Cindy, and we are...
Izzy. Not Cindy.
He said me twice.
Did I? Oh.
Yeah.
They're getting more and more alike by the day. Can you see that? Can you see that? Cindy, Izzy, and Cindy. And I'm Jason. And we're in Meyer Studio.
Hello.
Hello. So hopefully the rest of the show's a little smoother than that. And so tonight we got two 15-minute sketches. And Deb asked some questions on charcoal. When we get up and running, Deb, I'll answer those questions for you. And what else we've got going on this week? Sunday night. So tomorrow morning, if you're in the class, we're going to have a demonstration from 8:30 to 10:30. So get in there and hit live demonstrations instead of going to your class. And it will be like a Zoom, but we'll spotlight my cameras and stuff and do that for a couple of hours. And then we'll be back here Tuesday night. And then Monday night will be Masterworks. Did I miss anything, Mama? Wednesday night we got the Procreate class is ongoing. And that's it?
That's it.
That's it? Is that enough? I think that's enough. I think that's enough. Hey, there you go.
Hey,
See,
thanks, Marty.
everything's better with Izzy and Cindy. Oh, Susan, you are telling me the truth. You are telling me the truth. Look,
Her nail polish.
everybody's noticing. Izzy's getting older.
She's beauty.
Little cutie. All right, guys. Well, we're working with a little bit new format if you've been away. And we're going to do two 15 minutes. And we've got it all rolled into one video. So let's get going and we'll chit-chat while we get the sketching going. You got it? Izzy's matured into producing the video, the show. So what happened with that intro video then, Mrs. Producer?
I don't know.
More grown up tonight. Yes, she does. Oops. All right. There we go. Oops. Nope, that's not the first one.
Hmm?
So hold on just a second here. See, I mislabeled those.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to do that one first, and then we'll go that one.
Okay.
So I thought we would talk about form and surface. You can never... Form is the foundation of everything. That sounds a little awkward at first, or at least it did to me. But it really is the foundation of everything. So I wanted to do something simple here. And I want to talk about form and show you how I combine it. But also I want to talk about surface, this metal surface. Because our next one is Millie. And Susan, we've been talking about fur. So along with the form, I want to talk about surface. Okay? So let's think about as we get this laid in how we're going to show that. So I'm going to try to see the base of this based on a circle, right? And then you saw I drew that vertical line. That's my imaginary center. And then I can think about how much does that pinch in. And notice I'm doing this with my stump. I'm not even doing this with charcoal because I want to be loose and not uptight. I want to try to get it, and I know I'm going to have to move this stuff around. But sometimes if there's so many forms and it's overwhelming, right, just kind of start going loosely for it, but not to a bunch of the details, but to the big pieces. So there's another half circle up there. So I can think of it that way. Then we have what, a cylinder. Fill that out. And then we've got a cone. And then we've got an egg. And then upside down cone. And then a right side up cone. But those basic forms. And look how I'm really ignoring the spout and the handle. And Claudia, I will ban you from the broadcast. I will ban you from. It might happen, but I'm not ready for it.
Hey, look
So
at those Annie curls made it into the video.
my Annie curls. I know you love my Annie curls. Oof, 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 oof. They can't see us. Are they asking for us?
No.
They always want us.
I highly doubt that.
Where did
Did
we
you
go?
want us to be seen?
Where did we go?
It wasn't.
We have a little picture.
It wasn't on this one. I thought you just were trying to, because you said new format, so I thought you were like, okay, maybe this one is
No.
strictly for drawing.
Give me a minute. There we go.
Okay, now I gotta move it around.
There we go. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to produce.
Mhm.
There you go. You're the producer. Take it over.
Can't do it now that's done.
Take it over. No, there's more producing to be done, so it's on you. So, Deb had asked a question at the beginning of the show about how do you sharpen my charcoal. So charcoal can come in two ways. Usually it's like, it can be like a pencil lead wrapped in wood, or it can be kind of raw, just where you hold it and it's out. If it is wrapped in wood, I actually use a razor blade to kind of scrape the wood away from the charcoal. You got to be careful because you can break the charcoal. It's pretty sensitive. But if there's no wood around it, or if you want it sharper, I use just some sandpaper. And I kind of sand it to a point or sand it down. And that's how I sharpen my my charcoal.
Claudia
No, you
strikes
won't.
again.
You're right, I won't. But she's growing up fast. She's got these new clothes and she's looking so cute, and it's just, it hurts.
Poor baby.
It does, it hurts. Ouch.
Mm.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. You were my little baby like
You'll make
3.5 minutes ago. It was like 3.5 minutes ago. Oof. You just want to see me cry on camera, so stop. Let's talk about art. Stop it. Stop it. Don't you go pouty on me. You just wait. You just wait. Aren't you supposed to be sketching? Mom, she's not sketching. You know what I mean? Make sick mom on you? You're gonna make me cry. I'm gonna get mom on you. All right. So what I've done is I've kind of felt my way through there, and you see I'm using the stump and almost wiping out what I had, so there's kind of a ghost image. I do that so that the drawing doesn't feel stiff, right? And as I go back on top of it, I can make corrections, and it adds what I like to call kind of a patina to the drawing. Now, if these are dark and heavy, it's going to be way too much. But really faint and gray, it works out really nice. Just cherish every moment. I'm trying. But you guys keep me so busy with all the art. And you stay
Excuses.
you stay pretty busy too.
I do.
You do.
Volleyball,
do.
school, and dance.
But it makes me happy. It makes me happy to see you doing your thing and growing up and turning into a fine young lady.
It's okay.
I know it's okay.
You're gonna make it.
I will make it.
You're gonna do fine.
If you're trying to get me used to your leaving, you can just forget it, because we're not even considering that yet.
Okay.
Nope.
And you are grown up, but I'm still in charge, so
No.
slow your roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I asked you earlier, how are you going to portray this as metal? Well, did you see that first line I drew of it on the table? That was pretty hard and sharp. And that's exactly how I could show this as metal versus our next drawing, which is going to be fur. And it almost seems kind of too obvious, but it really is how you draw metal versus fur. It's the edge, and it's how the light meets the dark. Okay, and so now that doesn't mean you're going to have a hard edge around everything, but where your edges are closed, you can make them a little bit harder and a little bit slicker. And you want to make, be selective about how much of that you have, because a little of that can go a long way. What's going on over there on that side of the camera?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Teenage angst? What's happening?
You're teaching.
What's happening? I thought you're producing the show. How can you produce the show if you're falling apart over there? Oh my gosh. People, it's a good thing she looks cute. Oof, oof, oof.
Ugh.
And the other way I can show that this is metal is the weight of the shadow, or making that value dark enough. Right? I'm kind of considering now, because there's a little highlight over there. You see that of the handle? And although I'm not doing the handle right now, I don't want to do anything to muck it up. Right? We don't want to muck anything up as we're going along. So we want to slow down as we grow up or do our drawings.
You're turning this entire thing into a life lesson.
I thought you loved my life lessons.
I like them when they're short and sweet. Get down to the point quickly.
Oh.
Ouch.
Ow.
Be kind. Be kind.
Well, you go get me some Band-Aids.
Okay.
Ouch.
On my way.
Oof. You know, they know you're sensitive and they attack. Oof. Oof.
You're not sensitive.
I'm not sensitive. Make up your mind. Every time you describe me, it's polar opposite. Oh my god.
You're sensitive to like a certain level, but then you can like take insults. Like you're not that kind of soft.
I'm not that kind of. Man, it sounds like you've been listening to an artist teach for a while or something. I don't know where you get these descriptions, but you get an A+ from me tonight. You're not that kind of soft. All right, I'm very proud of you. That puts a smile in my heart. You're not that kind of soft. All right, I'm gonna meditate on that one for a while, and see if I actually even like that or not. I'm not really sure how I feel about it yet.
It's okay, you'll get it one day.
I hope so. I hope so. Because I'll be honest, I do feel lost with you sometimes. I
Thank
feel
you.
lost.
So do I.
Like, where are we and where are we going?
Sometimes we're just going.
I
We're
know.
gonna end up somewhere.
We're just going. End up somewhere. Roll with it. Miss Christy, look at you.
Hey, hi, Christy.
Hey. Your profile, speaking of fancy pants, your profile picture looks pretty fancy. Nice.
When did fancy pants come into this?
Well, I just like to, I like fancy pants.
Mm.
And why are you questioning me?
When do I
Are
not
you a
question
producer,
you?
so you're like bringing down the hammer? What's going on?
Grr. I'm big strong.
All right. So notice I haven't done that much new since I started, right? I've been delineating the light and the shadow. But I've just tried to do that well. Pay attention to the edge, right? There's a hard edge and a soft edge. And the spout's pretty important. I start to get a little anxious here looking up and knowing there's 4 minutes left and I gotta get a dark spout in there. So I kind of muck mine up a little bit, but hey.
See, you're that kind of soft.
What does that mean? What is that kind of soft?
That kind of soft. You're getting anxious because you're like, oh, I need to get a dark spot, but I only have 4 minutes left. But then when insults are being thrown at you, you're not that kind of soft.
Okay.
You're an artist soft.
That sounds a little too close to Charmin soft. I don't know. That's oof. Again, I'm not. You know, I appreciate that we can dialogue. I'm thankful that we have a line of communication, even if it is an old dirt road for covered wagons. It's still something, and it's a start, and I'll take it.
Yeah, well, if we're driving in a cool car, then we got the cool dust looking up.
Oof. All right. Yep. That's exactly how those covered wagon trails were. Just drive a Corvette right on over them. That cool dust just coming up in the sunset. I love you. You're so sweet.
Ooh, thank you.
You're so sweet. I love you.
You gotta look for the best in it.
You are. That's why I love you. I'm just so cynical. Look at that. Oof. Cynical and sensitive, and you. Okay, so we gotta get the highlight here. Look, did I leave some edges open there too on the top? I did. Something was happening between Izzy and me, so I missed that part of the video. As you get older, you become more overwhelmed. You're like a force of nature when you're around.
You're like,
You just, I just gotta like
no one,
hide under the table and hope the ceiling doesn't fall on me.
no one. You every 2 minutes. Oh, I'm teaching in class. You're
What?
so wrapped in our conversation.
What?
I focus. I got focus on one thing at a time. But on that thing, I am focused.
Mm.
And the rest of the universes disappear, so,
Oh, that's nice.
yeah.
So what if you stared at the universe?
Who in God's name would ask a question like that? Who? Where would you get a question like, I want to know that. Do you know how happy I am right now? That is such a weirdo question. That is excellent. I'm so proud of you.
Thank
You got that from my side.
Yeah.
You're ruining the show, but that's great. That is awesome. I love that. I don't even know what that question was, but that was awesome. Say that again. What'd you?
You said I focus on one thing at a time, and when I focus on it, the rest of the universe disappears. And so I said, what happens if you were to focus on the universe?
I love it. That's awesome.
Oh.
Oh, well, what? I can't imagine why you're having any trouble listening to me. It's a good thing this is a free sketch show, or I'd be giving some refunds, I think.
Yeah.
Uh,
First you get it.
That was a.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oof, oof. Just, you know, and that's. I tried to tell her my entire life. I am a ninja. I move silently and quietly, because, what? Well, maybe not 12 years. I don't think you were rolling your eyes at me before you were 1. But maybe when you were 3. So for many, many, many years, those questions have been posed, and I would get engagement. Then we went through a period of an eye roll, and now it's been internalized and passed down to generation. So sweet. That's so sweet. Oof, I love it. All right, anyway, we got a rewind coming up here. Let's see if we can talk our way through rewind. So, oh yeah, and I did, right before, we're out of time, but one of the things about metal too is that highlight's going to be really high and shiny. And I ran out of time, but the other thing about metal is it'll tend to go pretty dark right off of the highlight, so there wouldn't be as much light. What's up, Mrs. Producer?
I went to click it. You did.
You did. Poor Izzy. She's so good. She is so good. All right, so I push those walls out. It's not a big deal, but I think about, okay, what's the furthest part out at the bottom? And then in the middle, and then at the top, how does that compare? Right? So I don't try to make it complicated. I try to make it very, very simple. But then when I find that value pattern, I try to get it right and work on the edges and the weights within the given time period, right? 15 minutes, not very long. Not very long, unless you're Miss Isabella listening to her dad teach a class, and it can seem like, oh my gosh, traveling the universe. Is that right, Izzy?
No, I'm pretty. Right now, I'm kind of into the. Wait, where is Millie? There it is.
There you go.
Right now, I'm into the. Okay, I have 15 minutes to distract him. I got 15 minutes to disrupt him.
Ooh.
Isabella.
Ooh.
It's not a good producer.
Malarkey. What was malarkey? I forget what was that referred to. I don't know. Well, that turned out pretty good. Thanks.
Did.
Oh my goodness. All right. Family, funny, Sunday fun time.
That took a second there, didn't it?
It is. You got me knocked off my game.
I do.
You make me nervous now.
Went away for a week, came back swinging. Wait, was it a week? My time schedule's all messed up.
And where did you go? What's this week you went away for?
She wasn't here last Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For the show.
Oh, yeah. I
Okay.
didn't just vanish for like a week and then just show up again. Just knocks on the door. I'm back.
Yes, let's be thankful you're not doing that. Yet.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, no, Mom and Grandma are doing good, raising you, giving you some manners. You don't think Grandma would put up with that?
With what?
With you disappearing for a week and not...
Oh no, she would like hire a SWAT team to track me down.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know who'd be leading that SWAT team?
Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, before we get too distracted here, I did want to say, so, again, this is just basic forms, but what's going on here is we've got fur, and then, I don't know if we're going to call it skin, but you see the lip? That's a different surface, and the eye's a different surface. So, what I'd like to challenge you to do, if you've got a little bit more experience, not only get the form, but maybe do less forms. Let's get these forms stacked up, but I would like to see the difference between the surface of the lip and the eyes. And not only that, I want that nose to come forward, and then that eye that's on the other side, or that far eye, to be vague and really go away. Right? So I want to exaggerate the near to far and get a real feeling for that. And I also want to get a feeling for surface. Now, if that means just drawing the lip and some hair, do that. But if you can do a little bit more, see if you can't focus on, you know, the surface of her face is going to be very different than the surface of her eye. Do you guys understand what I mean by surface? Does that make sense, Isabella?
Yes. I had a process.
How did that process go? Was it an enjoyable process?
It was a process.
Was it a painful process?
No.
No. Okay. How much effort did that process take?
A little bit. More than wanting. More
What?
than I want to.
Yes. There's not a lot of things you like spending energy on right now.
Yes, there is.
What?
Seeing my friends.
Well, outside of the few things you want to do, there's not much else you want to spend much energy on.
Now what's things that I do?
Math.
You do dance for sure. You got your volleyball. You got your friends. You do good, very well at school.
Yeah.
But
So, back it up, buddy.
oof, I was talking about contributing on the home front.
The home front. I helped you design a little bit.
You came in to help me design a logo, and what did you leave with an hour later? Your own Instagram post. And how much progress on the logo was made.
I told you that we figured out that the brain explosion thingy was too much. I don't even know what that was. And it was like half a head and something was sticking out.
And we're sketching.
So it may be time to turn in that SWAT team, because I think we've lost her. She's ran off. She's somewhere else.
I did help. And
No, you did.
offered
You
it.
are very helpful. You're a wonderful young lady. And I'm just joking with you. You know I love you. I love you. All right, and Cindy is right. The reference
Well.
images for this week can be found on the website under Sketch Club. Cindy's got it in the comments.
Oh, it's
In the
not
chat? It's the chat. It's the comments.
It is everything.
Okay.
I don't know.
That escalated quickly. So if you'd like to work on those a little more, if for some reason you were distracted tonight and had a hard time concentrating, then you might want to utilize those. What's up?
I just smelled the water to make sure it wasn't vinegar water before I drank it on camera.
Oh,
Thank you.
you are welcome. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, you see that upper edge? You see how, so that's what I mean about it's the edge quality. And so around the black lip, I am going to get a really hard edge right there. And then the fur on the shadow side, even though there's going to be some hardness to it, there's going to be more in and out, give and take. Okay, so see if you can't really show me the difference between the feeling of the nose and the feeling of the fur. And you saw me just wipe that out. The eye was just a little high, right? So we will just wipe that out and redo it. That was the whole purpose of starting with the Vine charcoal. Okay. Are you? What's going on?
Claudia.
What was that about? Distracted. You can relate, or what are you saying? What are you saying? Oh, Claudia, that's your girl here. That's your girl. Our girl. That's our girl. I'll take the distraction. So here what you see is I'm kind of wiping out that stuff behind the nose a little bit, right? To show that it's far away. And back on the back of the head, rather than making that crystal clear, I want it to be a little bit foggier. And then let the nose and the lip and even this other eye be more clear. And that'll have the effect of making that look like that's near and that other eye is far, right? And part of that is the highlight. So watch how sharp this highlight turned out. Can you see that? Now, I don't want to put a mark like that as the fur. And there's going to be some white marks as the fur, but it's not going to be sitting right on top of black, which makes a big difference. Okay? So I really, well, you know who you are, Susan, and especially some of you guys, more advanced guys, give it a go at this, right? Draw that little brass vessel, not a vassal, a vessel.
I thought you
Vessel.
were gonna say vodka.
Vodka. Why would I say vodka?
I don't know.
Oh.
It just came to mind.
Why is vodka coming to your
I
mind?
don't know.
You're grounded.
Okay.
Anyway. Right, so I'm separating the light. It's not on black. It's on the tone of the paper. And even when I do it on the eye back there, you see how I don't make it so sharp and heavy? So that makes that eye look more distant. Okay, so again, we're just doing simple forms, really. But on top of those simple forms, on some of that we want to say fur. And some of it we want to say, you'll have to tell me what the material of the eye is, Susan. If there's actually a name for the material of the eye. But that material is much different than the material of like the skin or the hair or even glass
Oi.
or teeth
Oi.
or nails.
Yeah, I can.
So we're going to have nails and fingers on Thursday. That's why I say that.
Ooh.
Do I frighten you?
When you go to touch me, yes.
Why?
Oh, see, this is what Claudia can do. She can take my side the entire time, and then when you're all soft and vulnerable, she can get on your good side
Soft
again.
and vulnerable? Soft and vulnerable? Oh, so she's giving away the female playbook, right?
No.
She's saying, look how Claudia's playing you, Dad. You see how she says this when you're like this, and then look, man, she's playing you so good, and then she switches strings right there, and wham, hits another note. All right, thanks for the hint. So I'll keep an eye on that with you through the years.
The boys can't even tell.
You are so cute.
Don't
You are so
Don't
cute.
touch me!
You're so cute.
I have blood roll.
No, you're my little girl. Get over here. I will hug and kiss on you.
Ew.
Don't be
Ew,
oohing
you
me.
me.
Don't stop it.
Snips.
Overall good story. We already talked about that. You are so distracting. You are a beautiful young girl, but you are distracting. The cornea is the outermost clear portion. But is it all one sort of substance, or is each thing a different sort of substance? Because it seems like eyes in like many creatures are very, very similar. I was just wondering if that substance had a name. I don't know. Look, and yeah, Claudia, you're giving the show away. We're on to you guys. She's like, you got it. You got it. You are so fun. You are killing me, kid. You're killing me. You are killing me. All right.
I've got your students more figured out than you do. That's sad.
All right, sweetie. You keep thinking that. And you do in a lot of ways because I am focused on art. Like I said, I'm disappeared in that art universe. So as I did that other far ear and even this back ear here, notice I'm not doing it with a hard line, but I'm doing it with kind of faint. Again, to make that further away from us. Not so strong. And if the mark isn't as strong, what is it? It's going to have the effect of going away from the eye. So it can seem like a little mind game, but this is how spheres and cylinders you can just kind of keep up in the notch. Like with every show, we could be expecting a little bit more from Izzy. A little bit more, but sometimes we just love them how they are.
And sometimes in each show, we can expect a little bit more of actual teaching instruction.
That happens all the time when you're not here.
Which means you're easily distracted.
It's true. That is true. That is true. All right, and then there's some action in the background, again, to offset these harder shapes in the foreground. Look at these beautiful, soft shapes from my softer side. So
Nice
cute.
one.
You're so cute.
Don't go all grandma on me.
I'm gonna be grandma on you, don't you? Tell me not to grandma you. You cutie pie. All right. What are you doing to me? I got the grandma glasses on, so we're ready to go. We're ready.
Hold on, we gotta even the legs out.
But
No.
can you notice how, like, the back of Millie's head, since there's really nothing there, that helps make the nose feels like it's so far forward. And then instead of being nothing, I'll just put a little bit of light by pulling out the stain of the paper. And then up on the corner near us, we'll put some white. But I'm not going to take that to the back of the head because it's so far away. How was that? Effective? Over the glasses?
We gotta do the librarian
I don't know.
look and push.
Eyes are made of specialized body cells. The corner is like clear skin. The whites have a pigment and tough connect. Okay, I think you are answering. Well, we should let everybody say this. It may not be. To me, in my mind, it's like a one substance, but maybe there's many different substances in there. And kind of, I can't think about it too much because it gives me the EBGBs. I guess it's another place where I'm soft. I guess I don't know, but yeah, kind of inside of body stuff. Yeah, I EBGB out a little bit. Hey, how did my far eye go? Did my far eye get better? And I'm going to try to, again, accentuate this by the different kind of highlight in the eye. Maybe a little bit big, but again, I wanted to kind of get it strong and almost like a glassy substance, a wet substance.
It's good, but it might need a little bit to be darker. A little bit.
A little, I don't know. I think what needs to happen is I need a harder edge on that nose that's in front of it. And then it'll fade away better.
That can help, but you also do want to show, hey, I'm an eye, and I'm not just showing half of a face.
No,
and
that's not the.
fading away.
Then that's the part of the point. I'm not going to try to show an eye back there, because with that other eye, and since eyes are symmetrical, if I show one, the viewer will see the other. So with the second eye, what I'm trying to say instead of eye is distance. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right, produce this show, baby. You got it. Take it away. So proud of you.
Is it pretty?
I'm proud of you.
Mm.
Okay, and it is hard on this little, but again, you can study like little portions of this and really try to develop the feel of the different materials, right? The lip. Do you see how that lip, just with the nature of that highlight, that hard dark line and that white, it feels different than kind of that jaggedy, wispy fur. Right? So see even from the beginning if you can't try to get that, and then see how far you can take it. See how far you can take it. My goodness, that was a fast 30 minutes for me. Because my lovely beauties are here. It always goes by fast when you guys are here. Thank you everybody for being here. What do we want to say? Anything else?
You have class tomorrow. Remind them of that.
We've got class tomorrow. We've got Masterworks tomorrow night. Well, tomorrow's not class, it's a demo. And if you, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to reward anybody who will sign up for an account. Because you can sign up for an account without signing up for any classes. So if you sign up for an account and have an account, you're welcome to join for the demos tomorrow. So that's at 8:30 to 10:30, and I'll be demoing on a painting. We'll have everything set up. So join us there. What's funny, kiddo?
Nothing.
Nothing? All right. You gonna say bye to everybody?
Goodbye.
Tell 'em thank you.
Thank you.
Tell them bye, Mama. We're leaving.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody. Thanks. We'll see you soon.